I found your sweater, the bottom drawer. Still smells like the coffee you don't drink no more. I'm tracing the ghost of your hand in mine, counting the seconds, just wasting the time. You were a lesson I wasn't ready to learn, a bridge that I built just to watch it all burn. I was the anchor, you were the sea. I was a chapter, you were the whole sea. I held my breath while you learned how to fly. You didn't meet me here with the hollow goodbye, 'cause I was just borrowing sunlight from your eyes, building a kingdom on beautiful lies. I kept the fire warm, I kept the bed made, but I was just holding a heart that would fade. Now I'm standing in shadows, finally seeing the sign. I was just loving a love that wasn't mine. I see a smile in a stranger's face, a bitter reminder I can't just erase. You're giving him promises we used to keep, while I'm losing hours and losing my sleep. It's funny how fast a forever can end, when you're just a placeholder playing pretend. 'Cause I was just borrowing sunlight from your eyes, building a kingdom on beautiful lies. I kept the fire warm, I kept the bed made, but I was just holding a heart that would fade. Now I'm standing in shadows, finally seeing the sign. I was just loving a love that wasn't mine. Did you feel the weight when you let it all go? Or was I the only one putting on a show? I memorized lines that you never even spoke. Now I'm the punchline to a cruel kind of joke. Love that wasn't mine. I was just a temporary home, while you were looking for a place of your own. Yeah, I was just loving love that wasn't mine. I'm making the bed, but I'm only using half. I've forgotten the sound of the way you used to laugh. There's no screaming matches, no slamming of doors, just the dust settling down on these empty pine floors. It's not a wildfire or a storm in the sky. It's just the slow way a garden starts to die. They tell you that heartbreak is loud and it's like a thunderous choir inside of your head. But the truth is much softer. The truth is a ghost. It's the things that are missing that hurt us the most. It's a quiet kind of pain, a whisper in the hole. It's the shadow of your picture on a naked bedroom wall. It doesn't leave a scar that the world can clearly see. It just follows like a heartbeat living deep inside of me. No tears left to cry, no words left to say. Just a quiet kind of pain that won't go away. I go to the market and I see your favorite bread. I reach for the shelf, then I remember instead that the kitchen is silent, the kettle is cold, and the stories we started will never be told. It's the weight of the almost, the used to be blues. It's the static on the TV and the holes in my shoes. I thought I'd be drowning, I thought I'd be wrecked, but it's just the small things that I didn't expect. Like the way that the light hits your chair in the afternoon, and knowing that nobody's coming home soon. It's a quiet kind of pain, a whisper in the hall. It's the shadow of your picture on a naked bedroom wall. It doesn't leave a scar that the world can clearly see. It just follows like a heartbeat living deep inside of me. No tears left to cry, no words left to say. Just a quiet kind of pain that won't go away. Can you hear it? The sound of the gone. It's just me in the ceiling, waiting for dawn. Such a quiet pain. So quiet. I'm still wearing the sweater you left on the chair. It's losing your scent, but I don't really care. I'd rather have ghosts than an empty hallway. I'm still rehearsing the things I should say. The ink on the letter is starting to fade, just like the plans that we've already made. You were my anchor, my North Star, my home. Now I'm just drifting in the static alone. I looked at the photos, I looked at the ring. I didn't know silence it actually sting. You talked about always, like it was a place. Now I'm just looking for never in your face. Because he promised forever, but forever ended in June. He left me the stars, but he took back the moon. Now I'm holding a lease on a house for two souls, trying to fill up these permanent holes. He swore on his life that he'd never let go, but forever's a word that he didn't quite know. The coffee is cold and the bed is too wide. I'm tired of keeping this wreckage inside. I see your reflection in windows of cars. I'm still counting memories instead of the stars. You said we'd grow old and we'd watch the leaves turn, but you left me the matches and watched the house burn. Yeah, he promised forever, but forever ended in June. He left me the stars, but he took back the moon. Now I'm holding a lease on a house for two souls, trying to fill up these permanent holes. He swore on his life that he'd never let go, but forever's a word that he didn't quite know. Time was supposed to be our greatest friend, but you treated our story like a means to an end. Was always just something you said to be kind, or was I just easy to leave far He promised forever, but forever's a ghost. The one who says stay is the one who leaves most. Yeah, you promised forever, but I'm still here. You're just gone. Sleeves are a little too long on my hands, just like the timing of all of our plans. I'm washing the dishes, I'm locking the door, but I'm tripping on shadows across the wood floor. The cotton is faded, the strings are both frayed, like the hollowed out promises that we both made. I know it's been months since you packed up your car, but I'm still wearing pieces of who you are. I should have thrown it in a box by the street, or given it back so the break was complete. But it's the only place left where you haven't left yet, the only safety that I get to keep. And I still wear your hoodie, even though it hurts, wrapped in the ghost of your favorite shirt. It still smells like cedar in the night in the rain, a soft head coffee stain near the pocket on the right. From that morning we stayed up just to watch the light. Now I put it on when the house gets too cold, trying to find the heartbeat I used to hold. It's a wearable memory, a cloth-covered lie, a way to feel close while I'm saying goodbye. If I take it off, then you're really gone, and I'm just a girl boy standing here in the dawn, alone in the kitchen, alone in the skin that you haven't touched since the winter set. Yeah, I still wear your hoodie, even though it hurts, wrapped in the ghost of your favorite shirt. It still smells like cedar at night in the rain, a soft heavy fabric to muffle the pain. Everyone asks why I can't let you go, but they don't see the bruises that I don't show. I'm living in fabric, I'm hiding in gray, wearing the ash that you threw away. It's losing your scent, I'm losing my mind, just trying to keep what you left behind. Yeah, I still wear your hoodie, but it doesn't keep me warm anymore. No, it doesn't keep me warm. I left the porch light burning, just like I always do, thinking maybe the darkness was what kept me far from you. I bought 2 tickets for the train we said we'd take in June. Now I'm staring at a calendar that ended way too soon. The ink is dry on every plan we whispered in the dark. Now there's a hollow silence where you used to leave your mark. I thought you'd stay until the stars ran out of light. I thought you'd be the hand I held through every ghost of a night. We built a house of always on a foundation made of sand, and I'm still standing in the ruins with your ghost inside my hand. They say that time is healing, but it's just a clever lie, 'cause I'm still waiting for the hello in your last goodbye. The grocery list still has that wine you like to drink at night. I almost called to ask you if the vintage tasted right. Then the static in my head reminds me that you're gone, and the way I used to breathe is just me from here on. Your side of the closet is a canyon deep and wide, full of all the Sundays that we buried deep inside. You were the anchor I I kept the fire burning till the wood turned to sand, holding the smoke with my own two hands. I ignored the cracks growing under our feet, and the way that your darling felt bittersweet. I bit my tongue until I tasted the salt, just trying to bridge every word it ain't thought. I made myself small so you'd have the room to breathe through the shadows and outrun the gloom. Just to keep you inside, and stayed in the cold to keep you in the light. Oh, I tried to stay till there was nothing to hold, through the silence of winter and the stories we told. I stretched out my soul till it started to tear, searching for someone who wasn't quite there. Wasn't the leaving that broke me in two. It was staying so long while I waited for you. The neighbors all think that I'm the one who moved on, because I'm the shadow that left with the dawn. But they didn't see me try to mend every fray, or the thousand small deaths that I died every day. I didn't give up, I just ran out of us and turned all our gold into iron and rust. How do you fix what doesn't want to be whole? How do you stay coffee's getting cold on the kitchen table, just like the look you're hiding in your eyes. I'm trying to be strong, I'm trying to be able to look at you without the long goodbyes. The boxes in the hall are already taped shut, the keys are sitting lonely by the door. I know we've hit the end, I know we're in a rut, but I'm not ready for not anymore. The sun is dipping low behind the pines, and we're running out of breath and out of lines. So just love me one last time before you go. Hold me like the first time that we knew. Let the world outside just stop and move slow until there's nothing left but me and you. I don't need a forever or a happily ever after, just a final moment we can call our own before the silence takes the place of all laughter. And I have to learn to sleep here alone. Just love me one last time. Do you remember how we danced in the pouring rain with no music but the thunder in the sky? Now I'm searching for a spark inside the pain before the embers of our story start to die. Don't tell me that it's better if we just move on. Don't tell me that the timing wasn't right. I just need to feel you here before you're gone and disappeared into the morning light. The shadows on the wall are growing tall, and I'm just waiting for the final curtain call. So just love me one last time before you go. Hold me like the first time that we knew. Let the world outside just stop and move slow until there's nothing left but me and you. I don't need a forever or a happily ever after, just a final moment we can call our own before the silence takes the place of all our laughter. And I have to learn to sleep here alone. Just love me one last time. I won't beg for you to stay, I won't try to change your mind, but before you walk away and leave this life behind, just give me one more memory to keep, to hold on to when I can't fall asleep. Just one last time before the door clicks shut, before the we becomes an I. Close your eyes and love me one last time, and you can say goodbye. chest like it's made of thin blown glass, holding my breath whenever the heavy shadows pass. I used to be a fortress, I used to be so brave, but you dug a hole inside me that I can't help but call a grave. One more hollow sorry, one more slamming of the door, and the pieces on the carpet won't be worth counting anymore. Go easy on me now, 'cause my heart isn't strong. It's been singing maybe for way too damn long. The walls are paper thin and the foundation's turning weak. I'm losing all the courage that I'm supposed to seek. Don't push me to the edge. Don't tell me I'm wrong. You know better than anyone. My heart isn't strong. I'm checking all the locks, but the hurt is already inside. There's nowhere left for a weary soul like mine to hide. Every memory of us is a weight I can't quite lift. Watching the life we promised slowly start to drift. I'm running out of bandages, I'm running out of thread, trying to mend the heavy things that you went and said. It only takes a whisper to make the whole thing break. It only takes a moment for the earth to start to shake. I'm hanging by a fiber, I'm shivering in the cold, trying to keep a grip on a hand I shouldn't hold. Go easy on me now, 'cause my heart isn't strong. It's been singing maybe for way too damn long. The walls are paper thin and the foundation's turning weak. I'm losing all the courage that I'm supposed to seek. Don't push me to the edge. Don't tell me I'm wrong. You know better than anyone. My heart isn't strong. Be careful where you step. Be careful what you say. It wouldn't take much to watch it all crumble away. No, my heart isn't strong. Not today. I'm walking through the rooms of this museum, of everything we built and threw away. The shadows dance like ghosts see him in the golden hour of another empty day. The sofa still has the dent where you would lean, reading poems while I played the old guitar. Now there's a dusty silence in between the person that I am and who we are. I should've moved the furniture by now, but I can't find the strength or the know-how. Now I'm just sitting here, loaded with our memories, wrapped in the blanket of the life that used to be. I'm talking to the walls like they're your company, trapped in the echoes of a faded melody. The world keeps turning outside the window pane, but I'm still standing in our summer rain. Yeah, it's a crowded room, but I'm the only one who sees that I'm just dying here alone with our memories. I found your earring in the velvet of the rug. It felt like a lightning bolt against my skin. I'm still waiting for that heavy-hearted tug to pull me out of the state I'm living in. I cook for two and then I throw me and the ghost of us, alone with our memories. She kept the sweater like a holy relic, folded neatly in the second drawer, and every stain was a vivid lyric of a life she doesn't live no more. She built a garden in a desert season, watered every petal with her tears. She never needed a rhyme or reason to wait for him through all the hollow years. They say that balance is the way to survive, but she burned like a candle just to feel alive. She didn't just fall, she dove in the deep. She gave away secrets she promised to keep. She was an ocean in a world full of thirst, always put everybody else's heart first. Now she's a ghost in a house made of time, dying from a fever of loving too much. Yeah, her only sin was she didn't know how to love him any less, and she's hurting right now. She's memorizing the cracks in the ceiling, counting the minutes since he called her name. There is a numbness that's better than feeling the cold, quiet ash of a beautiful flame. Her friends tell her, honey, just let the wind blow, but her hands are still bruised from not letting go. She's an open book with the pages all torn, still searching for roses inside of the thorn. She didn't just fall, she dove in the deep. She gave away secrets she promised to keep. She was an ocean in a world full of thirst, always put everybody else's heart first. Now she's a ghost in a house made of touch, dying from a fever of loving too much. Yeah, her only sin was she didn't know how to love him any less, and she's hurting right now. Too much kindness, too much grace, too much light for such a dark, dark place. She poured her spirit till the cup ran dry, and never once stopped to ask herself why. She loved too much. The coffee's getting cold on your side of the bed. I'm replaying every single word we never said. You're sitting right there, just 3 feet away, but you feel like a ghost in a house turned to gray. I reach for your hand and I find a closed fist. You're a beautiful memory that ceased to exist. I'm screaming your name in a room with no sound, watching the empire we built hit the ground. And I'm slowly losing you, inch by painful inch, like a fire in the rain, like a heart in a clinch. I'm holding the smoke while the flame disappears, drowning in silence and 4-year-old tears. It's not a goodbye, it's a long faded view of me standing still while I'm slowly losing you. We used to be whispers and secrets at night. Now we're just shadows avoiding the light. I check on the photos where we used to smile, to remember the girl I haven't seen in a while. Is there a map for this distance, a cure for the fine? How do I stop you from drifting out of your life and out of mine? 'Cause I'm slowly losing you, inch by painful inch, like a fire in the rain, like a heart in a clinch. I'm holding the smoke while the flame disappears, drowning in silence and 4-year-old tears. It's not a goodbye, it's a long faded view of me standing still while I'm slowly losing you. I'm still right here. Where are you? Yeah, I'm still right here, watching you go without moving an inch, slowly losing you. I always thought we were made out of stone, built to withstand the weight of the unknown. We kept our edges rounded, our voices kept low. Never expected the seeds that we'd sow, but the kinder the spirit, the deeper the cut, the harder it is to keep the soul shut. They say be brave and don't let it in, but we wore our feelings like a second skin. And now that you're gone, the world feels so cold. for a heart that was never meant to be born. 'Cause soft hearts break harder, they shatter like glass, not into pieces, but a fine silver ash. There's no It's a heavy collapse, a silent surrender, the price that we pay for being so tender. I'm still finding bruises on memories we made, the kind of deep blue that refuses to fade. A hardened heart would have walked through the fire and left all the ashes to feed the desire. But I'm just a hollow, a shell of a thing, still feeling the ache of a ghost-given ring. We didn't have armor, we didn't have shields, just open horizons and wild rolling fields. But when the sky fell, there was no 'cause soft hearts break harder, they shatter like glass, not into pieces, but a fine silver ash. There's no way to glue back the warmth that we knew when every nerve ending was tangled in you. It's a heavy collapse, a silent surrender, the price that we pay for being so tender, so tender. I'd do it all over, I'd still let you in, even knowing exactly how thin my skin has always been. Yeah, we break harder, soft hearts, they just break harder. Coffee's getting cold on your side of the table. I'm still checking the lock, though I know you're not there. I tell every friend that I'm willing and able to wash out the scent of your smoke from my hair. But the silence is louder than any heartbeat, and the hallway is longer than it used to be. I've deleted your number 1,000 times, but my fingers still know where the buttons are. I'm stuck in the rhythm of old broken rhymes, tracing the ghost of a faded scar. And I'm still calling you mine in the dead of the night, when the world falls away and the stars even though I lost you. I saw your old sweater in the back of the closet. It still smells like Sunday and rain on the street. I should throw it away, yeah, I really should toss it, but it's the only thing left that makes me feel complete. Every goodbye I said was a lie I was told by a version of me that was brave and was bold. It's a habit, a hunger, a beautiful ache, a promise I'm too stubborn-hearted to break. The world calls you stranger, the world says move on, but how do I leave when the map is all gone? 'Cause I'm still calling you mine in the dead of the night, when the world falls away and the stars lose their light. I'm reaching for shadows, I'm chasing the wind, just looking for places where us hasn't been. My heart hasn't heard that we're finally through, so I'm still calling you mine, even though I lost you. Even though I lost you. Yeah, I'm still calling you mine. The lights are all out, but I'm still calling you. I'm still calling. I'm the master of the how you've been, the king of I'm doing fine. I've got 1,000 ways to wear a grin and keep the wreckage all inside. I pull the curtains, I lock the door, and drop the weight I've carried through the day. Because the version of me you're looking for is the one who watched you walk away. My skin is a fortress, my voice is a wall. I've built it so high so I don't have to fall. But under the surface the water is deep, and I'm drowning in promises I couldn't keep. Oh, you'll never see the tide, the ones that only fall at night. I'm a polished stone, a steady light, while I'm breaking down inside. I keep my secrets behind my smile. I've been practicing for a long, long while, but I'm a flood behind a breaking dam, searching for the ghost of who I am. Yeah, they're the only things I've kept of you, the tears I hide so well from view. I see your name on a glowing screen, and I don't even blink an eye. I'm the best actor you've ever seen, living out a Sunday best just to watch my world turn blue. Standing in the driveway, waiting on a ghost of you. I had a speech already full of reasons you should stay, but the words turned into ashes as you looked the other way. The engine started humming like a final cold goodbye, and I saw the way you looked at her. The truth don't ever lie. The day you chose her was the day I lost my light. It washed my life in each morning, leading to the darkest night. I felt the tectonic shift, the breaking of the ground, as you traded in our old ways for the new thing that you found. I was a chapter you were finishing, she was the brand new page, and I'm still standing center stage inside an empty cage. I saw your hand reach out for hers, a habit once was mine. A simple little gesture, like a dagger through my spine. You didn't look back once, not even in the glass, to see the girl you promised that you'd never let just pass. Now the house is full of silence and the scent of your cologne, and I'm learning how to be the person that you left alone. Is she kinder? Is she softer? Does she know your every fear? Does she hold the heavy secrets that I've kept for all these years? I hope she's worth the wreckage. I hope she's worth the cost of every single piece of me that you went ahead and lost. The day you chose her was the day I lost my light. It was the longest morning leading to the darkest night. I felt the tectonic shift, the breaking of the ground, as you traded in our old ways for the new thing that you found. I was a chapter you were finishing, she was the brand new page, and I'm still standing center stage inside an empty cage. She got the best of you, I got the used to be. Yeah, the day you chose her was the end of me. The day you chose her. I'm still setting the table for two, passing the salt to a ghost in the room. The calendar's frozen, the ink is run dry on the page where we swore we would never say goodbye. You left your keys by the door in a pile, but you took every reason I had for a smile. I'm tracing the outlines of where you once lay. The scent of your skin is just fading to gray. You were the anchor, the rhythm, the beat. Now I'm just a melody that's incomplete. 'Cause I'm standing right here at the end of my life, watching the lights flicker out in the hallways. You said that our love was a road with no bend, but I'm staring down at the edge of the end. The forever we painted is peeling away, and I'm just the wreckage you left in the bay. Yeah, I'm broken and hollow and drowning in blue at the end of my eyes. The end of me and you. The silence is louder than words ever were. A blur of the memories, a ghost of a stir. I find your old jacket, I hold it too tight, trying to borrow some warmth for the night. But the fabric is thin and the shadows are long, and I'm tired of singing this funeral song. Was it easy to break? Was it easy to leave? Did you run out of lies that you made me believe? No, always is just a word people say when they're too scared to admit that they're walking Yeah, I'm standing right here at the end of my always, watching the lights flicker out in the hallways. You said that our love was a road with no bend, but I'm staring down at the edge of the end. The forever we painted is peeling away, and I'm just the wreckage you left in the bay. Yeah, I'm broken and hollow and drowning in blue at the end of my always. The end of me and you. The end of the road. The end of the light. The end of the person I walked with that night. My always just stopped, but the world keeps on turning, and I'm just the breeze, but you're finished with burning. The end of my always. She kept a jar of fireflies to light the way back home, thinking love was a map that wouldn't let locket round her neck. Never saw the storm until she stood upon the wreck. She saved every ticket stub and every wilted rose, writing forever in the margins of the life she chose. Now there's a ghost in the mirror of the girl who believed, who thought love was a harvest and not just a seed. She traded her colors for your shades of gray, watching her always just flicker away. The world got too heavy, the truth got too cold for the girl who believed every lie that you told. She's staring at the phone like it's gonna find its voice, trying to find a reason why she wasn't worth the choice. She's folding up the dreams she had tucked inside her sleeve, learning that the hardest part of love is how to leave. She used to see a kingdom in a simple goodnight kiss. Now she's just a stranger in a life she used to miss. It's a quiet kind of breaking, like snow against the glass, watching all the magic turn to shadows in the past. She didn't lose a lover, she lost the way she saw. A world where love was holy and mercy was the Now there's a ghost in the mirror of the girl who believed, who thought love was a harvest and not just a seed. She traded her colors for your shades of gray, watching her always just flicker away. The world got too heavy, the truth got too cold for the girl who believed every lie that you told. She's still in there somewhere underneath the debris, but she's not the girl that she used to be. No, she's not the girl who believed. The clock on the mantle is ticking too loud in a house that's as cold as a stone. I'm watching the moon hide behind every cloud, learning the weight of alone. I thought that the end would be thunder and rain, a crashing of glass on the floor, but it's quiet and heavy, the slow burning pain as you quietly walk out the door. There's no sirens ringing, no warning at all, just the gravity pulling me into the far. Do you hear that? It's a sound of my heart breaking. It's not a scream, it's a hollow pieces from under the bed, the I love you notes that you wrote. Now they're just echoes of things that you said, words that are stuck in my throat. I try to speak up, but the air is too thin. The silence is starting to bruise. How do I live in this shivering skin with nothing but us left to lose? No glass hitting pavement, no slam of the gate, just the deafening roar of a love left to fade. Do you hear that? It's the sound of my heart breaking. It's not a scream, it's a hollow kind of ache. It's the snap of the promises you're currently taking, and the bend of a spirit that's starting to break. It's the rustle of pages of a book we won't finish, the flicker of light as the memories diminish. It's a low, lonely hum in the middle of the night, the sound of my heart losing the fight. It sounds like the snow falling down on a grave, like the last bit of air that I couldn't quite save. It's the ghost of your footsteps on the hardwood floor, walking away until I can't hear them no more. Listen close. Can you hear it? It's the goodbye you didn't even have to say. It's the forever that's just drifting away. Crack. That's the sound, just the sound of my heart breaking. Making a sound, breaking. I'm still sitting in the quiet of this hallway, tracing outlines of the pictures on the wall. There's a ghost of us that lingers in the doorway, waiting for a shadow that's never gonna fall. I keep checking my phone for a ghost of a ring, but the silence is the only song I sing. I memorize the way you walk away, but I'm still stuck on what you didn't say. Oh, the words you never said are the loudest ones I hear. The screaming in the spaces where you used to be so near. I was waiting for a stay or a let's just try again, but you left me in a period where a cover should have been. Now I'm trying be here holding on to nothing until the break of dawn. But your silence is a sentence, and I'm serving out the time for a love that lost its reason and a heart that lost its those would be real. But the air is just empty, and I don't know how to feel. Yeah, the words you never said are the only ones left in my head. The only ones left. Just a silence where you used to be. The porch light is flickering, tired and low, like it's waiting for footsteps that stopped long ago. I'm still moving furniture, clearing a space, but I can't move the memory of watching your face turn toward the driveway and into the dark, leaving me here with the ghost of a spark. I memorized the sound of the gravel beneath your tires as the cold settled in and put out all the fires. I stood at the window until I was blind, leaving the best of my life far behind. The clock's all stopped ticking the moment you turn in the wreckage of bridges I never thought burned. The air in this hallway grew heavy and gray, and the forever we promised just withered away. I'm still standing frozen, stuck in that day, in the echo of silence when you walked away. I keep finding little things left on the floor, a receipt from a movie, a key to the door that doesn't fit anything. Now that you're gone, just a jagged reminder of life moving on. Every sunset is heavy, every morning is blue, because every direction leads back to you. Do you feel the earth shake? Did you hear the sky fall? Or did you feel nothing? Nothing at all. I shouted your name till my voice hit the wall, but the road didn't listen and you didn't call. The clock's all stopped ticking the moment you turn in the wreckage of bridges Dust has settled on the picture frame. The silence here is calling out your name. I leave the porch light burning through the dark, waiting for a flame from a dying spark. I walk through rooms where we used to dance, just a tired soul in a broken trance. I'm talking to the walls like they'll talk back, trying to find the pieces that I lack. The air is heavy, the night is long, and every floorboard sings a different song. I'm standing in the wind, just whispering your name, hoping that the echo feels the same. It's a hollow sound in an empty street, a bitter rhythm to a heart's last beat. I'm shouting at the stars, but they don't hear. I'm just a ghost of the man who held you near, left with nothing but the shadow of a flame, and the ache of whispering your name. I saw your car turn down the avenue. For a split second I thought it was you. My lungs forgot the way they're supposed to breathe. I'm still waiting for the moment you'll leave, but you're already gone, miles and years away. Well, I'm still stuck in the ghost of yesterday. I'm standing in the wind, just whispering your name, hoping that the echo feels the same. It's a hollow sound in an empty street, a bitter rhythm to a heart's last beat. I'm shouting at the stars, but they don't hear. I'm just a ghost of the man who held you near, left with nothing but the shadow of the flame, and the ache of whispering your name. The neighbors think I finally lost my mind, tracing footsteps that I'll never find. It's a prayer, it's a plea, it's a broken cry to a velvet sky that won't tell me why. Just a whisper, just a breath in the cold, a story that's finished before it was told. I'm still here, whispering your name. used to check the weather before I stepped outside. But with you, the storm was somewhere I could hide. The world was loud and angry, a constant heavy rain. But you were the ceiling that took away the pain. Now the roof is leaking and the windows are all cracked. I'm standing in the kitchen, but I can't find my way back. The keys are on the counter where you left them by the door. But this house doesn't feel like a home anymore. I'm shivering in corners where we used to feel the tree. Now I'm just a stranger on a familiar street. 'Cause you were my safe place, my harbor in the dark, the only quiet moment when my world would fall apart. You were the don't worry, you were the it's okay, the only hand that held me through the worst of every day. Now the walls are closing in and I'm shaking at the core. Because you were my safe place and I don't have one anymore. Find myself driving to the places where we'd go, just to feel the comfort of a life I used to know. I sit in the driveway with the engine humming low, but the porch light is different and I've got nowhere to go. How do I find shelter when the shelter was your chest? How do I find silence when the silence is a test? They say I should be moving, they say I should be strong. But how do you move forward when the ground you stood on's gone? I'm out here in the open, I'm naked in the wind, waiting for a sanctuary to let me back in. 'Cause you were my safe place, my harbor in the dark, the only quiet moment when my world would fall apart. You were the don't worry, you were the it's okay, the only hand that held me through the worst of every day. Now the walls are closing in and I'm shaking at the core. Because you were my safe place and I don't have